So there you are. You're sitting across from someone. Maybe it's a first date. Maybe you're just having lunch with a coworker who you're trying to get to know a little bit better, or maybe you're in the middle of a sales meeting and you want to know if that person on the other side of the table is into you or into what you're saying. Now, there is a dead giveaway that will tell you, and it has to do with the eyes. But first, let's chat about how the body and the brain work together so this all makes sense. So the left side of your body is controlled by the right side of your brain, and of course, right side of your body, left side of the brain. So the right side of the brain is your intuitive center. It's about creativity, art, and emotion, whereas the left side of the brain is science, mathematics, deductive reasoning, and logic. So when you are sitting across from someone and you notice that they are looking at you out of their left eye, that means that you've made an emotional connection with them. So they are into you and what you're saying. If they're looking at you out of their right eye, that means they're still evaluating you, evaluating what you're saying, and they're logically taking a look at it. So the emotional connection isn't there yet. Now, an easy way to tell is actually to look at the ears. So if the left ear is slightly forward, then you know you've made that emotional connection. Whereas if the right ear is slightly forward, then they're still in that logical mode. So it's easier to tell a little bit by the ears than by the eyes. So it's an easy way to check. Now, what you're going to notice as you get more and more used to looking for this in your conversations is that people will switch back and forth as you're talking, and that kind of lets you know what's going on inside their heads. So this is what happened to me when I was having a coffee with a woman that I had met at a networking group. We had chatted and we thought that our skills, even though they were different, were very complementary, and we might be able to create a workshop together that would be really powerful for entrepreneurs. So as we sat down to talk about it, I noticed that as we were chit-chatting over coffee, she was looking at me out of her left eye. And as she was telling me about what she did with her clients and her skill set, she continued to look at me out of her left eye. Now, when I started talking about what I do and how I do different exercises with my clients, she switched to her right eye. And this really makes sense because she's trying to figure out me, what I'm doing, and how we can fit those pieces together to create a workshop that's going to work for people. So it really makes sense that she's looking at me out of her right eye because she's using that reasoning, that logic to try to figure it out. So this is a great way to be able to tell when that other person really is into you because they're looking at you out of their left eye. Now, if you enjoyed this and you're the type of person who wants to learn more and improve their social intelligence, as well as get your people genius on, make sure you click that little subscribe button below so you can get information like this to your inbox every week, and you too can help to improve your people power. Thanks for hanging out with me today.